iDrive infotainment system. Real. See, he loves being behind me. No words.
I'm letting go in my heart of everything that holds me down. No, no.
Welcome back to Car Chat TV. My name is Oliver, and today I just need to show you this. Look, it's the BMW i4 M50. This thing's got 544 brake horsepower and a 0 to 62 in 3.9 seconds. Now, I've had a go in the Model 3 Performance, and a lot of people compare that to the Tesla. So I want to see what this thing's about today. Let's have a quick look around the car. Look at this. Grille, love it or hate it, it's up to you. Round the back though, look at this. The colour is insane, this matte finish. Round the back, because this is where it really excels for me, is all these carbon elements of the spoiler, and then the M50 badge in there. It just feels meaty. I like it, and girthy. And it doesn't look like an electric car, which is another thing of what I love about it. So in the video, what can you expect? I'm gonna give you some awesome features, in my opinion, of the car that I think is really cool. And I'm gonna be honest with you, 100% honest, because that's what we do here at Car Chat TV. Honesty. I'm gonna take it on the road, on the test track over there, and I'm gonna be totally honest, big word there, and find out what this car is really all about. So I've jumped inside of the i4 M50 and I've put it into sport, of course. Now in the sport boost button here, that's when you get maximum 544 brake horsepower. So I want to have a little feel of that power. I've got to be honest, immediately, I mean, I love the BMW 8th generation iDrive infotainment system. It's just so pleasing to the eye. It ticks the inner geek, doesn't it? If you're geeky and you love tech, you're gonna love this. And you get it in the iX as well. And we've had a little go in that today, so keep an eye out for that video. So I'm gonna take this along some roads. I'd like to say they're not country roads. So this is like the Car Chat TV test track. All right, so we're gonna go up here and we're gonna have a little feel and see what it's like around some corners. And then I'm gonna take it on that high speed ring. I'm gonna take it on that because I wanna feel the power of, you know, that grunt, that 3.9 seconds. It's exciting times. So this is the first all-electric BMW M car that they've ever produced. Although you could say, well, it's not really an M car, it's a bit of an M Light, but very cool. Anyway, this does 318 miles, supposedly, but you know what it's like real world terms. Because the noise I've got it in again, we spoke about Hans Zimmer. He has designed the music of this electric vehicle car. I've got sport at the moment. Let's see if we can listen to the noise it makes. Oh, can you hear that? That sounds good, listen. Oh, that is Hans Zimmer. I do salute you, sir. That does sound tasty. While we're thinking about the sound and what each one sounds like, let's move it down into comfort. Has it got much of a different noise here? Yeah, that's more so that's a little bit more futuristic, the comfort. It's like a spaceship. And then Eco Pro, I think this is just silent, just kind of silent, not much noise there. And you know what? I've been one in the past to say electric vehicles do not tick the sound sense. I've said it, I'll hold my hands up. Not both of them because I've got to drive, but I love the fact that a Hollywood composer, Hans Zimmer, has crafted these sounds, worked with BMW. You know he's good, you know it's going to be good, and you know what? It is good. So if you want complete silence, Eco Pro, you're harvesting as much range as possible on those long journeys, you can do that. If you want sport mode, sport boost, then please tell me you can hear that. Please. That's going to sound insane when we get this on the high speed ring. This thing handles so good. So I've got a good corner here, and to be honest, so far this thing's been handling extremely well. The girthy BMW wheel that you're used to, slap your hands around it, point it in a direction, and it does what you want. This is an insane saloon electric vehicle. Really enjoying this. The balance is great of the car. It's not too, I'm in sport at the moment, so it's a little bit firm. I've got someone overtaking me. That is a quirky little Porsche there. And I've got to be careful because they still have miles per hour speed limits on this thing. Although he might be breaking it. But Do you know what, the noise, that I keep hearing the noise in sport mode, and again, there's fully customization you can do here. You can change the damping, you can change the steering. At the moment it's on comfort. I wonder what that's like on sport. See how it just stiffens up a bit. I love that noise. I love that noise. That is so cool. So we've got 4 modes of regenerative braking on this. There is one where you can literally just do one pedal driving, slam it into B over with the gear stick. That puts it into B, and you can literally feel, as soon as you do that, it just harvests all back into the battery. That's really cool. And then you've got 3 other modes that you can just change depending on how harsh you want it. But again, great customization of the car. I just keep hearing it's an electric car, right? It should be quiet. Not when you've got it in sport, because the noise is so futuristic and robotic. So for all the techie people out there, the people that, you know, love Hans Zimmer, because it is very Hans Zimmer-esque, I'm going to be honest. It's what I would expect him to choose for these type of sounding notes for these car. It's insane. I'm really enjoying this, and I've got to be honest, right? So I've had to go in the Model 3 Performance, and the Model 3 Performance is great. It's got a big tablet. It's really minimal, but in my opinion, this car looks better. You're going to get more miles with the Model 3 Performance, and you've definitely got better infrastructure for charging. But does that matter if you're just charging it from home? All right, that's the thing, because I think this car looks better. Do you want to look better? I think that's quite a big thing when you're buying a car, right? So we should talk about the charging for this BMW i4 M50. So if you find a 200 kilowatt charger, that's great. Its max is 200 kilowatts, just like the iX. Now, you will get 87 miles every 10 minutes if you find a 200 kilowatt charger. Now, if you've got a wall box at home, 11 kilowatts will get you 8 hours. So if you jam it in, if you've got 11 kilowatt wall box at home, you're very lucky, well done, because a lot of people just have 7 kilowatts. So that's about 8 hours. Again, if you've got a 7 kilowatts, that's going to go up by another 4 hours on top of that. So all in all, still there, 318 miles all around. Now it's time for the speed circuit. Right, I'm on the high speed ring. This is where it should be some good fun. I'm going for a little bit of a rolling start. I'm going to slam my foot. I'm in everything go faster, sport boost mode, 544 brake, 0 to 62, 3.9. Stop talking, let's go. Jesus! Oh my God. That is good. That is fun. I'm going to come out of this top lane now. Did you hear the noise? Did you hear the noise? Do you know what? Now, the Tesla Model 3 has that really jolty roller coaster feeling on the accelerator. Can't lie. And it's got, you know, the best 0 to 60, beats this 0 to 62, but 3.9 seconds is still so fast. And in this sport boost setting that I'm in, when I slam the accelerator down, you do feel the kick. I'm going to do it again. You ready? That's insane. It's definitely not instantaneous like the Tesla Model 3 Performance, but oh my gosh, that is nuts, and that is fun. Woo! You got to slow down. This car is. This is where it's interesting now, because do you sacrifice the charge infrastructure and go for a Model 3 Performance, or do you go, do you know what, Oliver? I want looks. I want to pay a little bit more money, and I want the i4 M50, or I want to go for something completely different, and I'm going to go for the Polestar 2. I'm going to choose this. You need to let me know in the comments what you would choose. Right, I've got Adam in the back seat. He loves being behind me. Adam, talk to me about comfort levels.
Okay, so it's not that big. It's like a 4 Series like you'd expect. There's not that much room. Like you can see, my knees are fairly close to the seat there, and I'm not exactly a really tall giant. So you can see I managed to fit the camera and everything in there. Like, it's comfy enough, but maybe not for a long journey. I do like the little interior lighting here, the mood lighting. It does set the tone, but the materials are good. It's everything you expect from BMW, really. So no real complaints apart from it's just a little bit small.
There you go, Adam's feedback. No words. No words. Wow. That has been our episode on the BMW i4 M50. And I don't normally get like this with cars. I'm normally able to keep it together. But not only does it look better than the Model 3 Performance, subjective I know, but let's be honest, it looks a bit blobby like a frog. This thing is carved by the gods, all right? It looks great. In this color scheme, it works. And it's just so much fun. And with those Hans Zimmer sounds, you can change it up. You can get that actual feedback and tick that sound sense with this car. You're not going to get as many miles as a Tesla Model 3 Performance. You're probably not going to, well, you're not going to get the charging infrastructure that Tesla has. But you know what? I think I'd go with this. Charge it at home, 11 kilowatt wall box, invest in one, 8 hours from 0 to full. 8 hours isn't too shabby overnight. You could do that. And I think this is the one. This is the best saloon EV I've driven so far. See if we get some more on our channels. If you like the video, or I would want to know actually, let me know in the comments what you would have out of the EV saloons we spoke about today. As always, throw me a like, get yourself subbed to Car Chat TV, and I'll see you on the next one.